Now, YNW Melly has been in an ongoing court case now for the last 2 years, which has now resulted in his music career being put on pause, and honestly sort of going now on a decline. Many fans of YNW Melly don't even really know what's going on and why he's even still being held under lockup, but luckily, I actually have the answer for you. Now, YNW Melly is currently under lockup for allegedly being the reason why his two best friends, YNW Juvie and YNW Sack Chaser, passed. Now currently the police actually have no idea who did it, but believe it was actually YNW Melly due to some of the evidence that I will be showing you later on. Now in this video, I am about to share YNW Melly's release date from lockup, plus much more, so make sure you guys watch this entire video until the end, so then you don't miss any important information. Also, make sure you leave a quick like on the video and subscribe if you're a fan of YNW Melly. Now very quickly, this video is sponsored by the amazing people over at Ridge Wallet. Now let's be honest, times are changing in the world and the fat bulky wallet is seriously just getting outdated. Now it's time that you should upgrade to a very nice slim wallet from Ridge. I mean, just look at this amazing titanium wallet made by Ridge that they sent to me. It's got a cash strap on the back. It's a very sleek looking wallet with a perfect size to it that you can have in your pocket at all times of the day, and the best part is it can hold up to 12 cards. Now there's actually over 30 colors to choose from for these wallets in a carbon fiber and titanium style. It makes it pretty obvious why they have 30,000 5-star reviews. Now if you guys actually are interested in a wallet from Ridge Wallet, use the link in the description as well as use code DISTRICT at checkout for 10% off your order. Now YNW Melly has easily been one of the largest rappers in the music industry now for the last few years. Sadly though, as we said earlier, YNW Melly has been in lockup as he is the main suspect in that court case. But millions of people across the world now have now counted YNW Melly out, and they kind of just labeled him as another rapper who kind of had an amazing career, made millions of dollars, but then kind of just decided to throw it all away and kind of like live a lifestyle that's not truly him. And as we don't know the full backstory on YNW Melly's life, as he hasn't really talked about it in full depth, we can assume that YNW Melly, did kind of live sort of the street type of lifestyle while coming up, as he did come from a very, very bad area, as was shown in his documentary that he had made about him. But YNW Melly, I still don't think you should count out. And I don't believe you should count YNW Melly out, actually, because the case as YNW Melly, he actually just announced his release date to DJ Akademiks in a phone call interview that they had. Now this was very exclusive and only DJ Akademiks really has the full length interview, but he did share some pretty important points that I will be sharing with you guys right now. So make sure you just continue watching, as DJ Akademiks tweeted this just a few days ago at the time of this recording. He said this, and I quote, "Just spoke with YNW Melly on the phone. He confidently told me I'm coming home in 2020. Now not only that, but Akademiks also said he sang 3 of the songs that he wrote in lockup and said that he made a whole album in there. He can't wait for everyone to hear. He said most of his fans' favorite songs he actually made while in lockup, so he's kind of used to it." So this is actually some unbelievable news for all YNW Melly fans. Not only did he just say that he will be coming home in the year 2020, which there's only a few months left obviously, but he also wrote a full-length album in lockup. Now this is some very good news, as actually all of YNW Melly's greatest hits, he actually wrote them while in lockup. So if he continues on with this streak, this new album that he actually wrote while in there actually should be probably one of the best albums of this year if he does decide to release it in 2020. My personal belief is he will be released in 2020, but he actually won't release the album until sometime in 2021, as he's going to need time to record it, mix and master it, and then do some promotion to get the album out there. But YNW Melly does feel very confident that he will be coming home in the year 2020. Now this is a lot sooner than most fans thought, especially me, as I did make a lot of videos talking about his court case and actually how severe it was. I did believe that YNW Melly would most likely be facing a very long time in lockup, as everything going on in his court case right now doesn't look so perfect, which I will be explaining and sharing some very exclusive evidence later in this video, but it didn't look too good for him. Now YNW Melly is being held in lockup while the investigation continues for his two best friends, YNW Juvie and YNW Sack Chaser's case. But due to the lack of evidence in the case, the law is kind of just hoping that YNW Melly will just fold as they keep him locked up and he can give the real reason on what really happened to these two young men. But make sure you continue watching, because now I'm about to share some very exclusive evidence and photos of the crime scene itself, so maybe you can come up with a reason on what really happened that night, and if you can, make sure you just leave a comment down below on your theory. Now, getting into this first photo, I will be sharing the exact seats where everybody was sitting. So in the car, there was YNW Melly, YNW Bortlen, YNW Juvie, and obviously YNW Sack Chaser. Now this was basically the entire team of YNW. And let me remind you, all of these guys have been best friends for practically their entire lives. They've gone through some very serious things together, so they are very close and they've been best friends for many years. Now, as I said, they have been through tons of things together, so obviously they always stuck together, so them driving around together is a pretty normal thing, as I do believe that all of them lived in YNW Melly's mansion. Now, don't quote me on that, I just think that's true, but still, getting into these next photos, I will be showing you the car that they were driving in, and I'll also be showing you the sides of the car where they were hit. Now this is actually kind of an important photo, as you can see exactly on the one side, that's where YNW Melly and YNW Bortlen were sitting at the time it happened. It's just kind of crazy to me to believe that through all of this, YNW Melly and Bortlen they came out of this not even touched or grazed or have any injuries at all. So it's actually a very, very weird coincidence, and that is why the law is actually making this court case last so long, is because they just can't believe that YNW Melly came out of this perfectly fine, even though these photos show a whole different story of what happened to the car. And YNW Melly, while this all happened, actually remained in the car. And this car got pretty roughed up, as you can tell from the photos on the screen. But anyways, I really hope you guys can actually come up with a theory on what happened. If you can, make sure you leave a like on the video and comment down below your theory, as I actually am very curious to know. And if your theory is very good and it's actually something I might make a video about, I will do so, and I'll make sure to shout you out in that video. Anyways, it has been District Trending, and I'm out. Peace.